Hello, hello, hello. Here's HQ in the house. I swear sometimes I don't get used to this thing. I don't get used to this thing. How is everybody out there in the world tonight? Tonight we have our dating prospects. And one of the things that I wanted to stress, hello, all. The one thing that I wanted to stress is honesty in relationships, honesty in marriage and relationships. I guess it may be just as important in a regular relationship that it would be in a marriage, right? It's one of the most critical pillars of a healthy marriage. It creates a foundation of trust, and which is really the most important thing you can have, because I cannot respect a person that I can't trust. And most people, you should not respect a person that you can't trust. Okay. And without honesty, couples are left with, guessing, secondhand guessing, hiding each other, hiding your thoughts, your feelings, pain, covering up for mistakes. It leads to a lot of emotional distance and resentment and betrayal in marriages when you don't have honesty. Why is this so important? Trust is built through truth. When you're honest with a partner, they learn to rely on your word. And this strengthens the sense of security and inevitability of being good or wanted or desired in a relationship. Conflict is constructive too. A lot of people believe, I don't want to have a problem with anybody. I want to just have peace. Having peace is fine, but you also have to confront conflict. Okay? Issues can be resolved with honest brokers based on truth, not assumptions, not manipulations. Because I was listening to a debate the other day, and a person was like, I just want peace. She got to bring me peace. She got to bring me. I was like, what do you mean by peace? What do you mean? Don't you think a woman wants peace too? Don't you think she wants to have peace and solid foundation in a marriage too, in a relationship too? Any person that does not want peace, man or woman, me too. Any person that does not want peace, man or woman, there's no way in hell you expect. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people. If you're not honest, if you don't have the honesty, you can't have the build up, withholding the truth in a relationship. You're not an honest person in that relationship. You're suppressing yourself. You're suppressing your emotions. You're not giving your true, authentic self. Being truthful, also honest and truthful, also honors the commitment that you made to another person. In other words, it keeps love and the relationship real, based on fact. Because if you're not honest with each other, you're not relating to each other, you're not giving each other your authentic self, and eventually those resentments, those hidden truths are going to come out, and then it may damage the relationship. So, honesty is the lesson of the day. Be honest with people, because that's the only way to have a truthful, good, and promising relationship. With that being said, we got to be true and honest with these candidates over here with Kendra. Not bad. They ain't bad. They're not bad. They just, I don't know what she doing. I don't know what you're doing, Kendra. Cause it's like, okay, we getting the bottom of the barrel. Some of these people are good. You got to give them that. And maybe all the bad ones that went on the app, and the good ones are just trying to figure out who, what, when, where, why. But I was few and far between unless I went all the way back. But I did find some candidates. We're gonna look at them. Let's take a look at our first male. This is male and female today, because we always make the mistake of never getting to the male. So we get into the male today. We get into the male. Yeah. Kendra saturated the market. I believe she saturated the market so much. She kept you all know how Arlette Arlette comes on once a week and she's able to get millions of views. Kendra saturated the market so much, like she was hitting the market every day, every other day. She done worn out her welcome, or she done scraped the bottom. Now she needs to let it build up a little bit more. She needs the people to build up a little bit more. And she seems to think, oh, if I take a vacation and I take a week off, take a week off. And then you'll have people, scrounging trying to get on your show. And then when you do come back, just be on there 2 times a week. Yeah, it's got to be the money hungry thing. Because there's no way, because it's got to be that. So there's no way. Because once you make a certain amount of money, you keep wanting to make more and more and more and more. And I get that. I do. I get that. But now she caught in that trap. So here we got our guy right here. Let's get started with our guy, single guy.
Hey, Kendra.
How are you? So I see Tony in the comment section. I seen a lot of ladies be talking to Tony. So I said, Tony, are you single? He said, yes. I said, well, you got to come on the show so the ladies can see your face. Now, don't have your head cut off.
Oh, my bad.
He fits y'all tall. He's an attractive guy, and he's tall. How tall are you, Tony?
I'm 6'5".
He's 6'5", ladies. See, I'm out here on these Instagram streets finding these men for y'all. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Well, I appreciate you being patient.
No problem.
Okay, let's get to know you more. Your name is Tony, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you got the radio voice too? Tony, where you?
Y'all hit the like button coming in, please, and hit the do the Cash App and the Super Chat, those kind of things. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Where are you from?
Right now I'm in Maryland. I'm in Atlanta, Maryland, but I'm from Houston, Texas.
Why do you leave Houston?
I came here after the military.
Okay. So you in Maryland?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in Maryland.
And how old are you?
I'm 35.
35. And what you do for a living?
I work in cybersecurity.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Okay. So listen, ladies. Tall, dark, handsome, and no kids. You can't tell me your girl don't be looking out for y'all. So, Tony, you ready for the rest of the questions?
Yeah, but the women that be coming, the women he got to choose from on the app, they ain't the tall, dark, and handsome type for one, because that's what they looking for. He knows that he is on a level by himself as the tall, dark, and handsome. He gets that. He gets that. So you got to bring him the talk. You got to bring him the fit, feminine. You got to bring him the feminine and the fit. You got to bring him the beautiful girls. Why he come on here and he looking as good as he supposedly look, I don't know. There's plenty of other apps that he could have tried or attempted to use before this. But then again, people like that should be able to walk around and get a date. Thank you, Free.
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. You're so polite.
Yes, he is.
What kind of woman are you looking for?
A woman that's goal-oriented, who's ambitious, got her head on her shoulders. Honestly, I love goofy women. Like a goofy woman and a woman that can cook is like that's the key to my heart. So
okay, you gotta be funny or goofy and like to cook. So what's your favorite meal?
shrimp and chicken Alfredo.
Woo! Shout out to all the ladies that can make chicken Alfredo.
I know he shouldn't have no issues finding women. I mean, he's not. Oh, I mean, if I looked at it was just the look alone, he would probably hit a 5 for me. But you know, the look alone, the face and everything, that would be a 5. But I mean, he shouldn't have with the body and tattoo. He shouldn't have no problem. He shouldn't have no problem with it. He should be able to walk into a gas station, or walk into a store, or walk into any place in a suit. If he had a suit on, he'd catch even more.
Now, what are your deal breakers?
Bad hygiene, bad attitudes, and no ambition.
And no ambition. Okay. What's the age range?
Meaning you shouldn't be working at Walmart, or you shouldn't be working at as no secretary. You should be, you know, running out there thriving. That's what
you would say. You're 35.
I say from like 28 to 37.
28 to 37. Should you be in Maryland?
No, not really. You know.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with people who don't take themselves seriously. I don't take myself seriously. I don't take many things seriously. I take a lot of things seriously, but I don't take everything seriously. He mean goofy. Yeah, goofy as in jokester or a person that likes to laugh.
We grown, so you know, as long as you ain't out the country nowhere, but you know, you in the States, it's fine.
Okay. Could you have kids?
I would say 1 at the most. I want to say 2, but 1 because you know some people be having baby.
Okay, so we understand that he's open to women who have children. He ain't open to no 10, 20 of y'all. But if you a single woman that got 1 or 2, he'll look at it closely. If you probably got 1 baby daddy, 2 kids, 1 baby daddy, he'll probably look at that seriously.
Daddies, and I ain't trying to hurt nobody. You know, it's crazy people out here, man.
All right. He said 1 kid max. All right. Should she look a certain way?
I don't really discriminate, but dark-skinned women that are fine with white teeth is like top tier to me. But somehow,
I'm scared of you, boy.
Reason, like I trapped out of light brights.
He's scared of you.
Wait,
you hit the
we're
jackpot.
not gonna call them light bright.
The
light-skinned
jackpot.
women, they be fine, but you know, like I said, if the dark-skinned women that like got the white teeth, body, it's top tier.
Shout out to my complexion game.
Hey, ladies.
Shout out to the dark skin complexion game.
Kendra, you know you fine. So
well,
you one of those.
I appreciate you. Listen, I'm older, and one thing I will tell you, ladies.
She be fishing for compliments. She need to quit.
Always work out, because when you get to your 40s, baby, you're going to have to work out every day. That's just the only way. Or you're going to get surgery. I don't want to get...
Like you don't work out every day? Like you don't work out every day? How can her be associated with how she be associated with the Hollywood people, being that life, about that life, and she don't know them fucking people don't eat? Or them people eat lettuce and shit every day. How she don't know that? And how she ain't following suit?
Surgery. Shout out to everybody that got surgery. But outside of surgery, your health is your wealth. We hear this saying all the time, but it becomes fast in your 40s. But okay. Thank you for the kind words.
You ain't following it. No, Kendra is a little thick girl.
All right, Tony. Do she gotta make a certain amount of money?
I want to say no, but these days she at least 50K. Like, because I say if a woman don't make at least a certain amount, she's not goal oriented. Like she doesn't. If I can tell she's not striving for nothing, don't depend on me to take care of you 100%. Like
I told you he wants somebody that's ambitious. He want a chick that's ambitious. So he ain't worried about how much she make. He want her to be making money. He want her to be making money.
But at the same time, I like seeing women, you know, strive for something.
Okay. So he said, so basically, if I heard him correctly, make at least 50K. I had a guy on Facebook tonight. He said you got to make 100K, and he don't make 100K, but you got to make 100K. He said he's flipping the game, and he said you got to go 50-50 with him.
Nah, that's crazy.
You want me to go 50-50, but I'm spreading my legs for $0. You crazy.
All right. So it's the moment they've been waiting for, Tony. It's time for the Kendra Cab.
Hold on.
Time for the
Hold on.
percolator.
I might have to put it
Time
back
for the
down.
percolator.
Okay. Let's see what you're working with.
Let's see what you're working with, Tony. Let's go, Tony.
I don't think
Damn, he
You
is big.
6'5", Tony?
I am
Underarm
6'5".
span, the underarm span to the hip.
No kids. It like you have a nice place.
It looked like I can't get my whole self on the screen.
You in Maryland.
Yeah, he a big dude.
Can I switch this camera around?
Yeah, Tony, you about to break my dating app, child.
Hold up.
Oh,
There you go.
awesome. Okay.
Damn, Tony. Your house look nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on over there?
Ladies, may the
Y'all
best
don't
ladies
be looking at comments. Y'all be going hard in these comments, man.
I love the lights above the
lady
counter. Look at that. The lights above the counter. Oh, that's nice.
Tell you in advance. May the best lady win. Okay. Tony, when was your last relationship?
Go on, Tony.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
About 3 months ago.
Okay, 3 months ago. 3 flaws you have to work on.
My patience, my availability, and me being too nice. I know that sounds kind of pompous, but me being too nice has gotten me in trouble in my life, so I'm trying to work on that.
No, I'm gonna be very honest. Tony watched, I'm not sure how many shows you watched, but I know we had an incident in our last show where a guy showed himself, and I saw your comment saying, Kendra, I'm sorry you went through that. And then I just saw so many women adding you. And that was like, well, who's this guy they keep talking to? And then I went to your IG. I said, oh, that's why they was all talking to him. So then I said, well, hey, listen, if you're single, I appreciate you watching me.
There ain't nothing wrong with being nice. There ain't nothing wrong with being nice. And he would be one of these sought after men that are nice. He would be. I mean, there's men who are nice who are what you call it? I mean, he's almost on the sliding scale of a really too nice guy, but he's a nice guy according to her, I guess. And I mean, he's a typical person. He ain't doing no crazy shit, and he ain't asking for anything outrageous. He asking for a decent chick, a dark-skinned chick would be his preference. Dark-skinned chick, nice teeth, a little fitness. He's looking for that. He ain't worried about whether she got kids or not, because, he threw his eyes up in the air and he said maybe 2, but then he took it down to 1. So if you come with 2, he probably wouldn't be bitchy.
Would you come on? And he agreed to come on. So I'm sharing this to say I can attest to your niceness, because I thought it was very nice.
How do we lie about nice guys? We like nice guys. We definitely like nice guys. We just don't like people that are men that are pushovers. There's pushovers and then there's nice guys. We like nice guys. We just don't like pushover guys. That's all.
Nice of you. You weren't like, listen, ladies, believe it or not, I'm always in the streets trying to hustle men for y'all. And sometimes these men, and I always go by what y'all want. I start with the exterior, and sometimes they're not that kind. Okay. And sometimes they're very rude and they're very stuck up. And I'm not saying, but what I will say is
he comes across to me as kind of hesitant. Just an overall nice person. That's all. They don't, just because they look good and they single don't mean he could have been playing the field. He could have been doing a whole bunch of things. You just don't know. We don't know what he's been doing. Just like women, see, it don't matter whether you're single or not. You could just be a person that just ain't found your person. That's all. That's the way we're going to take them, as somebody who just didn't find their person.
Reaching out to you, you were very polite and kind and open-minded, and you had already supported the show. So I am going to co-sign your nice guy.
Oh, I appreciate that, Kendra.
Yes, I'm going to co-sign that. All right, Tony. The ladies already got their list, but what's your list? Why would a lady be lucky to be with you?
I'm chill. I ain't gonna lie. I'm chill. I'm not really one in the streets. If I'm not at work, I'm either doing schoolwork or I'm at the gym.
Oh, well, see, that explains it. He ain't got no time. He ain't got no time. He in the gym. He go to school. He work. He ain't got no time for no woman.
I'm a nice guy, but like I said, I'm trying to work on not being too nice. Yeah.
Okay, give me a nice guy example because you like I don't want to be too nice.
I don't really know how to say no sometimes, so that's me being nice.
Okay.
Because like I got a big heart, so at times I just be like, I don't know, Kendra, it's weird. Like I be too nice sometimes,
Okay.
so I gotta.
He's too nice sometimes.
Like nice as in I can hit you up for some money, nice, or nice as in everything I tell you, you gonna believe it. Nice.
All right, so Tony, Maryland, Houston, Texas, 35, Scorpio, cybersecurity, no kids, and he is on the dating app. So I think I know your profile.
And then again, y'all gotta understand he's a Scorpio too, and Scorpios are deep people. They think
Tony underscore something, right?
I think it's Mr. Jackson on your.
Mr. Jackson, that's what it was. Mr. Yeah. Is your last name Jackson?
Yes.
Okay, so I always tell the story when I meet somebody with the last name Jackson. So as a young girl, I think y'all know by now, I grew up obsessed with Gina Jackson. So in the 8th grade, shout out to Eddie. I don't know Edward. I don't know where he is now. But in 8th grade, I had a classmate. His name was Eddie. His last name was Jackson. What? And I said, when I get 18, can we get married so I can have your last name so I can be an official Jackson? So whenever I meet people with the last name Jackson, I was like, child, I love Gina Jackson so damn much as a kid. I was trying to marry Eddie in my classroom to get the last name.
Yeah, you
Here
right.
it is, Mr. Jackson. Oh, ladies, I don't know what to tell y'all. Mr. Jackson is his name on the Kendra G Singles dating app. Dress nice. Okay, they told me to ask you, why are you single, Tony?
Why I'm single?
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm real busy right now. So I'm with school. I'm doing the cybersecurity, but I'm also trying to work on something else in this executive protection type job. So I'll be single, and I know sometimes for women in the past, for me not being so available, that's why I said that was one of my flaws. That's usually the issue.
Okay. So executive protection. So that's like security, correct? Mm-hmm. There you go. 35, wants a long-term relationship. You said you prefer the woman to be in Maryland?
You said PST gonna jump out there like a ghoul or some shit, huh? PTSD. Do military people have PTSD? A lot?
No. No, she ain't gotta
be. It could be anywhere? Okay. Scorpio 6'5", you know, height is now added. He got his height for you. All right, ladies. So it's Mr. Jackson on the Kendra G Singles dating app. You could send him a DM or you could scroll down and push the heart or the star. And if you guys match, you guys can start talking for free. I'm going to send a DM so I can say how it works. So you can send voicemail too. So I'm going to say, hey.
Well, height is a very important quality for certain women. For women that hit a certain height who are like 5'8", 5'7", 5'8", height is a specific requirement because people want to be taller than they counterpart. Women just want to be shorter. It just is what it is. He gonna duct tape you up in the basement. I don't know. All that shit look, I would think twice. I would think twice because everything is, so perfect. It just seems so perfect. Nice house. Look at the house in the back over his shoulder. Nice house. Don't have no time for women. Discipline in the gym. From the military. I mean, maybe he just know how to put his money together. I don't know. Maybe he just know how to put his money together. I don't know. But he's late in the game. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Oh, hey, height makes it. Look, height is a part of the attraction. You can't dismiss height. Height is a part of the attraction. For women that are tall, height is a part of the attraction. It is what it is. A shorter woman who's 5'2" probably wouldn't mind a guy if he's 5'6" or 5'7". A woman that's 5'8", 9" like me, That's a part of the attraction. I'm not gonna pretend like that's not the case. If you're not near me, 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", you ain't near me, it ain't gonna happen.
So I just sent a message, and then now I'm gonna send. Oh, I gotta turn on my mic from my phone.
I got 2 kids too, so just.
Oh shit!
You said 2
What?
kids. You said you had no kids.
Let me show y'all my
Oh,
kids.
you got
Oh, he got
kids.
animals. I was finna say, what the fuck?
Aww.
So if y'all not a pet person, you know.
Aww, what kind of dogs are
hell
these?
no! You
They
got
two
two
pit-
monsters walking around in your house. I wake up and see a dog looking me in the face. Somebody gonna get hurt. No.
Bulls.
2 pit bulls. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm scared of dogs too.
Okay. Well, listen, I sent a voicemail. I'm gonna do it again. Ladies, you can send a voice message to, hey Tony, make sure you go through all the profiles because all these ladies about to hit you up.
Gotcha.
So, and that's how you can send a voice message.
I got it.
And watch him have a small peen. Jesus Christ. Something is wrong. I don't care what you say. It's always something odd. Maybe you got a small peen.
Send a voice message to, hey Tony, make sure you go through all the profiles because all these ladies about to hit you up. So you can do that, so you can send voice messages and all that. And don't forget, now the app requires video selfies to make sure.
Hell yeah, but all those single moms may hit him up. But see, here's the thing, single moms out there. Here's a tip. Your kids have to be disciplined. Your kids have to be disciplined. And 9 times out of 10, he's not looking for a woman who has kids that are 12 and 13 and 14. If he finds a woman, more than likely, it would be better if the children were younger. That way the child grows up thinking of him as the father or thinking of him as the father role. But a 12 or 13-year-old that can talk back, ain't no way he gonna have that in his life. Yeah, he might have small pain. Jesus.
You are the person you posting. All right, Tony, here it is. One last time. Mr. Jackson. He said 28 to 37. You don't have to be in Maryland. Likes dark-skinned women with pretty teeth. But he attracts all women, of course. What else did he say? You can have 1 kid, prefers none, but you can have 1. And he's from Houston, Texas, in Maryland, 35 Scorpio. All right, Tony. I appreciate you. You got to give me an update.
Thank you, Kendra. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Keep me posted, child.
I will. I love.
No, I'm not talking about his pain. What I'm saying is, why is he single? So he's single, on the market. He works a lot. He goes to school. He has a nice apartment, which means he takes care of himself. He probably takes care of his body. He takes care of those animals, those monsters that eat just like 2 or 3 kids, right? And he's going to school. So, and he out of the military. So, what could be the dread? What would bring him over to Kendra G's? He deserves a coffee. Don't get me wrong. He deserves a coffee. He does. Absolutely. But now you got to figure out, why haven't you found? And that's what you have to figure out with most people. Why are you on Kendra G show? That's right. Why? Here. Because there's plenty of apps everywhere. There's plenty. Look, I ain't no 10 or nothing, but I could go outside the door and find a date if I wanted to go to the store and I just wore a short skirt and some heels. All right. So I'm saying, why ain't he out there with some short skirt and heels on finding him a woman? You know what I'm saying? So he should be able to find himself a woman in a short. He just should. So that's what I'm asking you. Why is he on here? I don't know. Hey, Seuss, you here?
I'm watching your show.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right.
See, ladies, this is why y'all got to be on the app, because.
And that's what I said. He don't need to be on no app. Why is he on the app? something else is going on. We don't know what that something else is. Because it can't just be, I don't have no time. It can't be that. Okay. I'm just saying he could go out there in a short skirt and heels. He can put it on a jacket and he'll get somebody to look at him. No way.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we trying to figure out? Why is he on Kendra G? What do you mean?
Holy aggressive Mondays. How are you doing, beautiful?
I'm fine, thank you. What's happening?
Hey, bring it down a notch. Bring it down. You are on fire right now. You got your hair done, your nails did. Somebody that lit a fire under you. Hey. Wow.
This is maintenance. Maintenance. How you
All
doing?
Right.
How you doing?
Good. HQ, I just want to tell you before we get started, I love you, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Whoa.
What?
Let it sink in a little bit. You kind of aggressive right now at the coffee shop. You are kind of aggressive right now. Holy moly. So
I just seen the perfect we just seen the perfect candidate come up on the stage talking about he needs a date. Now where the hell else we gonna go but down?
This is true, but let me just unravel a couple of things here.
Okay, go ahead.
So the military is its own world. It's like when you deal with people in any corporate entity, it's its own world. So when you get in trouble with the military base, they don't take you to the police station. They have their own police station and court system and way to deal with you. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So he lived in that world and he can communicate in that world. Right. When he comes out, if you notice he kind of misplaces his words because he don't have the social skills. Mm-hmm. In the military, they tell you when to wake up, when to go to bed, what you gonna eat, how you gonna make your bed, and what you gonna wear. Mm-hmm. So they always giving you missions. When he says, I want a goofy girl, he means he wants a woman who don't take herself so serious. He's saying, even though I'm 35, out in the world, mm-hmm. I have to grow. Mm-hmm. That's what he's saying. Okay. How do you know he don't have social skills? Because he was in the military, which is a whole nother world.
Right.
Now you put him in the regular world, he's nobody.
Okay. Now
even though he looks the part, he's mm-hmm. nobody, and he can't walk over to a group of people and really have a conversation because the words are missing. So if somebody takes themselves too serious, as soon as he open his mouth, the points start dropping.
Oh, okay. I had not thought of that. Okay.
That's what he was saying. He needs he's willing to work with you. Mm-hmm. He needs you to work with him.
You know what? I fell into the trap of thinking just because they're attractive, they should be able to get and talk and speak the perfect script, so they shouldn't need no help finding anyone. But that's not the case, you're saying.
Right. And I'm saying, I posted in the chat, he got secrets. Meaning, in the military, he was the hunch king. Mm. On the weekend pass, he was the hunch king because he look it. Mm-hmm. He don't have to talk a lot.
Right.
Now he's saying, how can I build a relationship with somebody that's got a little something going on? And this is why we need women. We need women to give us their feedback. Women get confused on giving us their opinion.
Right.
So, hey, I built a house. The woman says, well, can we get air conditioning? That's good feedback.
Right.
But sometimes the words get misplaced and then we have to guess what the woman is saying. Not all the time, but that's what happens. Mm-hmm. He's a guy who was in the military. Mm-hmm. He needs a mission. He gets a partner. He gets a mission. He gonna accomplish a lot of things, but they gonna have to forgive. He gonna do some stuff. And the stuff is, you send him to the store to get oranges and he get pineapples. Well, you're gonna see the pineapples on the table. You'd be like, I told you to get oranges, instead of going, hey baby, why did we have pineapples? And then he'll say, oh, well, they were out of oranges. But he's not able to tell you that up front.
So so my question is this: is he ready? Is he ready to be in a relationship? Seeing as how he just got out of the military and he has to develop more skills, are you saying he needs to develop more skills first before he's looking for a real relationship?
So a lot of times, if you notice, everybody who goes on a dating show is in the same age range. The reason they're in the same age range because the theory is called relationship escalator or relationship elevator. This, you graduate high school, you go to college, you get a job, you go to military. It's only 3 roads, right? And then when you finish one of those, then you get married.
Right.
And it just keeps going. It just keeps going on and on and on. AKA, you meet a couple and they've been married for 5 years. What's your question? Hey, do you guys have kids? Because that's the script. He doesn't have somebody to fulfill the script, and he's at that age of 35. That's why he didn't say, hey, I date up to 45, because the script says he's 35. What should he have? He got all the tools physically. He got the career, but he doesn't have the partner or the kids.
So what do you make of him asking for a woman who has children, being very nice, being very loose when he could be completely different, or he could be ruthless with his wants and needs? What do you think of him being very wishy-washy with that?
Okay, don't start gaslighting. You was doing good. Don't start gaslighting, because you said when he sets parameters of what he wants, that's ruthless. What are we doing? When women do it, it's their preference. What are we doing, HQ? You was doing so good. You was doing so good. Slipped on a banana peel. Slipped on a banana peel. And I'll say this for myself. I was raised by strong, independent Black women. That's what I was told growing up. So a lot of times, thoughts that I should say no to, I said I could work with that. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. Right. She ain't got no car. I'm going to ride a bike and I'm going to get her cars.
Right.
I was always that guy. And then what happens is you end up losing yourself trying to please her and take her to happiness. And that's where he was. That's where he is. He's saying, I don't really know what to do, but I'm willing to do it. That's military thinking.
Okay.
So with that said, I just wanted to share that. I just got one question for you.
Yeah.
That's what I picked up. How did you come to the conclusion? Small dick, Kendra G. Small dick, Kendra G.
Because I couldn't figure out. Because first of all, I'm not really familiar with Army things. My brothers were in the military. Both of them are in the military. But I was a kid when they went in, so I never had the knowledge of that. So, and Fee was not a military person, so I really was a civilian for real. And I never understood those people who went in, right? Who went in. My brothers were very social before they went in. They were out of high school and they were like in their 20s when they got into the military. So they had developed their personality with women. They had already developed that. So I don't know this person standing here who has all the benefits of a 666, and yet he's awkward in relationships. It's weird. So I couldn't figure out, well, damn, why would you be awkward when you have all? And I said, didn't I just say I'm guilty of doing what most people do? When you have the 666, I think you have everything. So you shouldn't have any issues unless it's dramatically messed up, fucked up. Didn't I say that?
I just told you I loved you. So I'm glad you got your hair done. You got your nails done. You're just coming out a little hot. He got a small dick. Damn.
I told you. I couldn't figure it out. Hey, Triple. Hey.
Hey, I see y'all having a ball up here. Salute.
Hey, I took to school by Zeus for real.
Hey, when in doubt, HQ just up the chopper and let it go. You're like, oh, I know what it is. Right.
Hey, I can't figure it out. You can't figure it out because you know, he may be all the things that he said he is, but now I can see the awkwardness in him. I could see the awkwardness in it. And maybe he might just be a little bit awkward. He's just not all the way there. What do you think?
Yeah, I seen his interview because I was watching Single by Choices. Yeah, he doesn't have a level of charisma to him. He's definitely straight up and down.
Right.
When a guy got charisma, even if he ain't talking to a lady, just watching him talk, it's gonna come across. Like if you watch Tupac interviews, you're gonna see it. If you watch JFK speeches, you're gonna see it. You know, watch Malcolm X talk, you're gonna hear it. Like you definitely don't see that when you see him talk. I think he's a guy who, for the most part, has probably gotten by on his looks. You know, pause. No diddy on that. No diddy on that. But yeah, I don't think he's really much of a conversationalist. And to some women, once they kind of get over the fact of him being an attractive guy, they may get a bit bored. You know? So that's a possibility too.
I didn't say that, but yeah.
Because if you ask 9 out of 10 black women, they will go out with this guy. If they wasn't in nothing serious, most women, 8 out of 10 for sure, will go out with this guy. So
and then find out he a cardboard cutout.
Yeah. A lot of them.
What is it? Are you saying this is the good guy that women just toss to the side because he's too good of a guy?
I think that, and it's probably a lot more to him, like Zeus said, than what was said in the interview. He could be, we never know, he could be difficult to actually get along with, you know. He could be, it's other flaws he could have. Just because it didn't come out in the interview, he was just a nice, respectful young man to Kendra, you know. But everybody got they flaws, you know.
Right.
He could be controlling. He could be clingy. We don't know. You know, he could be clingy with women. Like all those things are turn off the girl. So
right.
Yeah.
I mean, he just got out of military. I think he just got out of the military, maybe.
Yeah.
So if he just got out of the military, just say, for example, in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And he just said he hasn't had any kind of relations with person for 3 months or something. So if he ain't had relations in 3 months, and you're the 666, what's going on? Are you know what I'm saying? Why aren't you out there addressing women or addressing that part of your personality? And then he said, I want a goofy girl, which meant he wants an outgoing girl, very ambitious, who's not introverted, but who's extroverted.
Right.
So completely probably something the opposite of himself. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And because you think about it, like, look at your personality, HQ. Like, you like to discuss a lot of things, debate everything. I don't know if I see that with him.
Right.
You know, like, I'm just from what I could see, you know.
I think he just waiting for somebody to fill in his life, give him some color, give him some what is it? Give him a direction to go in, because you're doing all the right things. You're working, making the money, you're working out, you're doing all these things, but you don't have a female in your orbit to help you with any. Apparently you got a female that you work with, because that apartment, that's not what a dude would do to an apartment. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got a lot of attention to detail that a woman would have did, as opposed to a guy. Like, he looked at the magazine and he said, okay, give me all this stuff in the magazine. And the woman came in and put it together. Because he has that's not a woman detail, what he got in that kitchen and all. I mean, that's not a male detail. He got a lot of stuff in there that a lot of females would probably do.
Yeah.
So he's a nice guy, but you need more dating experience, or you need more life experience talking to women. And some people just socially awkward like that, but you really can't tell until you get to talking to them.
Yeah. The thing is like conversation, interaction, personality, all that stuff, it's like a muscle. You got to exercise it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, and if, you know, you're not used to doing that, then it's never been developed. Like he's in the gym, he's developing those muscles, but it's other muscles that may not be being developed, and those is important too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at him. You probably would get a coffee date. You probably gonna get a coffee date, but he might not be what you're looking for, because not all women are gonna fall for tall, dark, and handsome. Not all women are going to do that. And then I don't like people who don't have some kind of personality. You have to have your own thought, your own process. You have the definitive thought and examples of what you want to do in this life. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, hell no, I gotta go.
Right. Because think about it. Listen to him talking, then listen to Jason Black talk.
Yeah.
Look how big of a contrast that is.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you have to, if I had to choose, I'd choose closer to maybe a Jason Black, but not that close. But I definitely wouldn't be on that end of the spectrum. It'd be closer to Jason Black, but it wouldn't be so close to him that he would be aggravating to me. Because Jason right now is aggravating to me. A little bit, because he's frustrating. But a little bit down the line, I could deal with a Jason Black if he was a little bit more to the middle. Yeah.
Wow. You say he frustrated to you? That's funny.
Hell yeah, because he has definitive goofy ideas about women.
Oh, I'm waiting for you to call up.
No, I ain't trying to get roasted on NASA TV. Come on now.
HQ, I got a question. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. I got a question, HQ, when you finish.
Go ahead.
So how tall was this guy?
This guy was 6'5". 6'6".
Oh, so he's the same height as your ex-husband. I mean, as your husband, right?
No.
Oh, how tall was your ex-husband? I mean, how tall was your husband? Fee. How tall was Fee?
5'8".
And you 5'9".
Yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Your smile said everything I need to know. Lick your lips.
Oh, I don't understand why you asked me that question.
Because, and don't get me wrong, Project Leroy corrected me on it.
Yeah.
I think people use certain things, and one, my belief is all people are annoying. They just don't know it. Two, you will put random things in the way when you don't know what you want. So I think a lot of people, when they say, hey, what's your type? They don't know their type.
Right.
So what they do is they put height and they find, oh, you look like my cousin. They put anything in the way to block. This guy is a great guy.
Right.
No matter what his problem is, you could build with him. This is the type of guy you can say, hey, why don't we do these trainings to help you with your social skills?
Or he could get a group of female friends and not sleep with any of them, but deal with him on a friend-like basis. Learn how to speak to him, learn how to talk to him. That kind of.
So what you just gave an example of is what we do in poly. And remember, I say take the sex off the table. You find somebody who doesn't have a certain skill honed, AKA cooking, AKA cleaning, AKA doing laundry. You help them do it, and you help them foster that skill. That's what it is. But just take the sex. Everybody hears poly and they think sex, but it's helping somebody with their skills to make them better. Because we say he got it all. He got things you can't teach.
Right.
To me, no disrespect, Lex. He's a Lex without the seasoning. Lex, in order for Lex to get where he is, he had to fail. And a lot of people don't count failure as success. But in order for you to be successful, you gotta fail. He hasn't had those failures yet. With that said, I'm in.
Okay. Lex?
I mean, I think I think Zeus just said a mouthful. A lot of that stuff what he said is probably true. You know, he's probably gotten a lot more initial yeses than I probably have. And like he said, you have to go through things. It builds character. You know, it is kind of ironic. He's in the cybersecurity field too, and I am also. There's a lot of parallels with this guy.
Right.
But yeah, he's like an inch taller than me. I'm 6'4". But yeah, you know, yeah, a lot of failing, you know, it makes you want to get better if it matters. You know, I went through a lot of my stuff early on. And yeah, you know, it made me a better man for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we're gonna put him on the pile that he can have a coffee date. We just got to see how he talks. We got to see how he interacts with the women, and then he'll be good to go. If he's goofy, but see, some of this stuff with women can be learned early in life too. It can be learned if you have a natural personality, if you have a naturally friendly personality, you can develop these skills as a teenager. You know, learning how to talk to women, learning how to be, you know, be nice but not too nice. You can develop that, because there's a lot of high school kids that are very articulate, can talk to you, express their ideas, and know exactly what they want to do, and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
The level of maturity that they gotta pull that level of maturity over to the mature way in which they know how to articulate their thoughts.
Right.
So there's young people that can do that, but a lot of young people don't. They don't develop that till they get on their own. They're not under their mom's wing. They're not under being told what to do. They're not under the military's go here, go there, go here, go there. And then they got to get out there and develop their own personality, and they really don't have it. So now they got to do all the things that they didn't do. They didn't talk to women all the time on a daily basis, learn what they like, learn how to talk to them, learn not to scare them, you know, or whatever. So maybe he's in that middle ground where he knows how to talk to him, but he's too nice.
No, I think.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead, Lex.
Go ahead, Zeus. I'll let you.
Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead, Lex.
Go ahead, Zeus. You got it.
Okay, so HQ, you keep using this term, and I'm just going to challenge you to dig deeper. Right. When you say he's too nice,
he said he's too nice.
Whoa! Easy, hot pants, easy.
He said he's too nice. I was just following what he said.
Okay, let me just change the word. It's not too nice. It's that he doesn't have boundaries and guidelines for engagement. AKA, I'm willing to do this, but you got to do the rest. And that's how you make people better. You don't make people better by doing everything for them. Right. That's when you're too nice. But when you have clear boundaries and guidelines, that's also being an adult.
All right. Yes.
That's what I think. Like, I noticed some of his verbiage, he's missing those points.
Okay.
And I also think as melanated people, we don't understand boundaries and guidelines till it's too late.
Yeah, and he seems like he can definitely get the coffee. He can definitely do that.
He gonna get more than the coffee. You know that, girlfriend. You know that.
Well, yeah, but he's not out here being a hound dog.
Hey, HQ will meet him at the gas station.
For real. He
ain't being a hound dog. He's being a nice.
All of a sudden, she forgot how to pump gas. All of a sudden,
she's gonna be like, "Come on to the gas station. Come on to the gas station."
I'm one of those people. I drop my purse or something. I drop my purse, or I'll walk from the car and let the door hang open. I'm one of them type people. I ain't
respectfully, HQ. You know, I said that respectfully. I love you. So anyway, go ahead, Lex.
Oh yeah. I just think he didn't grow up with the right. He maybe didn't grow up under the right guys like that. You know, the kind of help mold and mentor him. Like,
one question when you get done. One question when you get done. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I was gonna say, Ty Pro was up here Saturday night. I think it was. I messed around and fell asleep on the panel. My mistake and my apologies.
That's okay.
Yeah, but I was just getting in when I got on the panel. But yeah, anyway, yeah, he made a good point. Ty Pro was saying, like, you know, they've been at it since a young age with other guys and older guys, whether cousins, brothers, dads, uncles, or whatever. So they start putting in that type of work early, you know? So molding the personality and experience in the field and all of that. That's why some tells me just from listening to this guy, like, that hasn't been him. Could have been a guy that was just raised by his mom only, you know, and then maybe got off into the military. I don't know, you know. I like to dig a little bit deeper, but I'll let Aaron jump in.
Hey, Aaron. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
In, or you want to wait for the next person?
No, this guy is he done? His conversation is done.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Is he this guy? I mean, I have some remarks about him,
Go
but
ahead,
is he
go ahead.
done? Is he done speaking?
Yeah, we're just at the end of his video.
His
Keep on.
thing,
This is
right? So I'm this man is quite dangerous or potentially dangerous. Everything. First of all, everything the gentleman said is pretty much spot on. I agree. But to further, I guess, steelman what they're saying, you got to remember people in the military are good at two things: discipline and separating emotion from their sensory input. So wherever he's ineffective, inefficient, or incapable, if he sees a reason to learn that particular area or sees value in it, he's going to do it. He's not going to give a shit about the process of failing, right? Because he's going to set on that path. Like Zeus said, there's a mission there, and he's going to execute. And once he does, he's going to have a level of proficiency in that area that's going to trump most of his peers. And I'm talking specifically about his social skills. Up until now, he probably never really had a reason to be charismatic. Let me ask you in the panel: would you say I'm a charismatic person?
No.
Right. Do you think that gets in the way of my ability to navigate the world, communicate with people, open doors, and approach people?
No.
Right. You see what I mean? So with this guy, I think
welcome
that's
to the kitchen.
Oh, Karen, hey. So with this guy, I think that's kind of the same thing. Once he sees a need for a thing, if he can't use that thing, he'll invent something else to take its place and probably be more effective than the original tool that was designed for the task.
A question
Mhm.
for you. Isn't there enough social input or social social input between soldiers that you would get the experience of speaking with women to get enough experience where you would be able to learn? You're in there like 3-4 years, right? So wouldn't you be able to approach women effectively at the end of that time period?
No. Yeah, if there are certain circumstances where the answer is yes, and in those circumstances you become a weapon, but that's only 5% of the time for 5% of the people. By and large, for the majority of the time, no, that is not the case. The environment that the military puts you in is nothing like the free world. There's so much structure. There's so many rules. There's so many obstacles, things that get in your way, protocols, the way you have to move. The fact that you're constantly in a new place with new women doesn't necessarily mean that's an opportunity to work on your elevator speech or cold calling, because there's language barriers that get in the way. The women that are approaching you have an agenda, you know what I mean, which you already know, but you're going to use that agenda to your advantage to get what you want. You're not going to be there long. Nobody's seeking relationships. And with people that are in the military, women that are in the military, you definitely don't want to involve yourself with them. If by virtue of the fact that there's rank involved, you know what I mean, your professionalism can get in the way. And military women just
Are what you say?
military women, but don't wait till you get out or something. It's not. But just don't.
Let those demons out, Aaron. Let those demons out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they kind of women that choose to go to the military already have a specific mindset that kind of sets them back just a little bit. And then from there, it's just you don't. I'll put it to you this way: nobody shits in the kitchen, and they don't cook in the bathroom.
Okay. That's our wrap up on that guy. You want to go to the next person? It's a female. This is a female, y'all. My aunt, she's not very social. Oof. So awkwardness is the problem. Okay. Hey, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. My brothers were very they were very, you know, social. So I never had I never knew any awkward person, you know, that went into the military. They were very social when they went in. Before
I
Yeah, no,
think
I'm
one of the
extremely awkward.
things, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, Aaron.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was just saying I'm extremely awkward. But yeah, go ahead. What you got?
So I think one of the things we don't realize, and I think HQ, you call it mumble mouth.
mm-hmm.
We need to go around other people and other cultures to get little pieces. And the more you do that, the more you start picking up elements and bettering your toolbox. As men, we're grunt, fire, woman, go. That's our base.
Right.
Women are a lot more social, meaning they will engage with other people. Guys won't. Aaron and I live across the street from each other. We just nod our heads. You want to use my lawnmower? I just point to my lawnmower. He says yes. I leave my lawnmower there and I walk in the house. He comes out and gets the lawnmower. He returns the lawnmower. That's it. But we need to develop more, and we don't.
Ooh, wow.
The only way we can do that is by modeling with other people.
Okay. Don't you think if that is you all's baseline in which you really would act if women weren't around, don't you think it's a valuable thing to have a woman to have a woman in order to practice those skills on? If you don't naturally come by those skills, if it's not natural for you all to be just like engaging like a woman, because a woman is all over the place. A woman is gonna, you know, I want to do this, da 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 da, and then she drags you into it. Isn't it, or would it be a good thing to promote the fact that it's a good thing to be around a person every day and to be able to interact with that female, and instead of saying it, you know, women are goofy and they, you know, get on your nerves? Maybe it's maybe a different message need to be put out there as to
No,
not being goofy, or
no.
I don't know.
Okay, so let me go back to my statement. Remember when I said people are annoying?
Right.
Yes, we need women in dosages. We don't need
There you
them
go.
full on. We need to get a little bit of them. We need to model a little bit of other people. We don't need to drown in either one. That's what happens. Tendency, we go all in and we end up drowning. That's the problem to me.
Jackpot.
With that,
Okay. We learn something new every day. You end up drowning. Our next candidate.
I did not know you was gonna have me up on this show.
You called me, girl.
I did, but you have so many viewers. I never knew when you would select me. I've tried so many times.
Well, your hair looks nice. It looks real.
It is real. I just had a bonnet on. I'm over here caught off guard.
How'd you have a bonnet? Your hair's so pretty. Why would you wear a bonnet outside?
Because it's just one of those days, a gloomy day. But I took it off just for you, Kendra.
Girl, you should have never had it on outside the door.
This is so nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh.
What's your name?
My name is Rihanna.
Oh, bitch better have my money. I'll start thinking of Rihanna.
Y'all should know me well enough.
Bitch better have my money.
I don't know the rest of the words.
Oh, nah.
What's
Oh,
my
hell no.
What's my name?
Okay.
What's up with Kendra singing? Damn.
And can't sing on script for nothing. I just
HQ. You see how it started off as an introduction, and now this is what I call the car is spinning.
Y'all wrong.
From Springfield, Massachusetts.
Okay, and how old are you?
I am 30.
30. What you do for a living?
I'm a 6th grade science teacher.
Okay. So this is like summer vacation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have any kids?
No kids.
No kids.
You ever been married?
Never been married.
Oh, you said Massachusetts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never married.
Not them coming for me in the comments. All right. Monique said it best. Don't be wearing bonnets outside. Monique said it best. She said it
We got to see why y'all think she lazy.
Yeah, and listen. Now sometimes when the women, I don't think you should ever wear a bonnet outside, but I mean I know the hair chronicles. So sometimes It might be like your hair is braided down. I almost can understand the justification, even though I'm still against it.
Right.
But your hair is like full and pretty, like it didn't make no sense. And it's just, I will say this: all the girls who want to wear bonnets outside, it's your world, it's your life. Just know you are perceived a certain way, and whether it should not be or should be, you are judged. Okay, so and if you don't mind being judged, and you don't give a damn about the world's opinion, which you actually shouldn't. At the same time, though, I always say this: when my show in particular, show up the way you want to show up on a first date.
Right.
Or job interviews.
If you try to get into my car, I drive off with a bonnet. You got a bonnet on, I see you in the rearview mirror.
But okay, we passed that. Here we go. Rihanna, Springfield, Massachusetts, 36th grade teacher, no kids, never married. All right, girlfriend. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
All right. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
First things first, I'm looking for a God-fearing man. I'm not perfect, but I feel like the men I've came across, you know, we're spiritual, or like we're like in between the fine lines of like who God is. So like I want someone that's like God-fearing, like believes in God, prays. I want a man that has something going for himself. Like I'm not the type to like want something that's more than what I'm doing right now, because like to be transparent, like I don't have it all together. So at least someone that's has something together and working towards it. I want a man that will love me out loud. I feel like I've came across guys that just like were attracted to me behind the scenes because I'm a, you know, plus size girl. Wow, I'm nervous. I want a man that's like secure with himself, like not, like just a secure, God-fearing, handsome man that, you know, will build with me, build with each other.
Okay. What do
you think so far?
The plus is okay, a thing, but the question is, how many numbers does this plus suggest we add to the equation?
I don't know. We got to see the kindergarten, man. I mean, we got to see sometimes it fall in the right places, like, you know, but and then, you know, sometimes it just be all over the place. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a woman, so I'm not attracted.
Say what?
I don't know what's good for men.
Here we go. The oven has been opened.
The deal breakers.
More than one child. The child has to be at least 5 years or older. Because I like kids, but I don't like to deal with baby mama drama, and I feel like the babies that be 5 years and under is always just baby mama drama. Someone that's arrogant and like that gaslights a lot. Like I feel like some men just gaslight women. So like when you're feeling some emotions, they be like, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, or we just friends. Like I want someone that knows what they want and like will go after it. Another red flag is like a man that's like ever dealt with like domestic violence. Like I don't want any kind of those real kind of red flags that I feel like everyone should have.
Okay.
I can't think on the spot. You really caught me off guard today, Kendra. It was today is the day.
Hold it.
Didn't you call in?
HQ, hold it for a second.
Called in, yeah.
What was the question? What was the question she was asked?
When she asked about what type of man, or what were red flags, or what were
deal breakers was the last one.
Deal breakers, yeah.
Oh, deal breakers was the last one? Okay.
Yeah, deal breakers.
I notice a human behavior pattern is when you ask someone what they want and they proceed to tell you what they don't want.
Right.
Whenever you see that, that's corrupt software. I'm just saying. I didn't know if we was there.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people do that, though. They do. A lot of people do it. I mean, and, you know, you got to consciously think not to do it, you know, because I know that I've done it, and then I've stopped myself and said, that's not the question, and then turned it around. So, I mean, a lot of people do that. Even men
Like,
do it too. Men do it too.
no, I didn't. Did I say any gender? Did I say any? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not saying it. I'm just
What are
saying
you
men and
doing?
women do it. I'm just saying
Like
men and women do it. That's all.
what did I just say previously? The oven is open. So
Yeah, but that doesn't
when,
mean
holy Lord have mercy. Look
Oh.
at you. Look at you. I ain't even finished my sentence. You jumping all over it.
I mean, you made it seem as though something was wrong with that. I'm just saying that's a normal thing for human beings, and most people will give you the negative before they give you the positive. I'm just saying.
Okay, I just wanted to point that out. Please continue.
That is working for me. I don't know. This is a sign of something.
Okay, well, listen. Okay, calm down. I listen. I do understand the nerves that come along with the show, so I'm not pouring into that. But take a breath.
Yeah.
Take a breath. You good? All right. Now, okay, we got to that. When was? I'm trying to think where I'm at. Oh,
It's
okay.
not a wedding band, y'all. It's not a wedding band. It's a ring on my finger.
Okay, okay.
The comments is going crazy. Sorry.
When was the last time? Oh, should a guy look a certain way? I can't think of my own.
Honestly, no. They don't have to look a certain way because I have flaws within me. Like, I don't like my teeth. I feel like I need my teeth fixed. And like, I'm a bigger girl, so I don't like to judge. So as long as like I can be physically attracted to you in some way, shape, or form, then there's no problem. You just can't be shorter than me. I'm 5 foot. I do not want a man that's shorter than 5
girl,
foot.
I think that's a fair request. I think everybody's taller than you when you're 5 feet.
Okay. You should be surprised.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
At least maybe a little more than me, like 60,000 and not a year.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Kendra.
See, most of the stuff don't mean nothing.
Just for the discussion, I came to this little lake by my house.
Oh shit!
Because I was in my head. I still have on like my little quick shorts, and I took off my shoes. So I'm just about to put my shoes on so you can try to get some type of.
Look at all these qualified.
No, you gotta stand up, honey.
Woo! Wait a minute. What the hell was that? Whoa! I just thought maybe she was showing her panties. What's going on?
Whoa!
Wait a minute.
She gonna get your channel flags. Pause.
What the hell she doing? Oh, she don't want to get out of the car.
I think her excuse me. I think her shorts are just very, very, very short. I don't know. Let's let it play. I haven't seen.
Okay. Yeah. Come on, young lady, get the hell out there.
Yes, there's always the disclaimer before the Kendra Cam because I was caught off guard. Kendra is famous. She could pick thousands of people.
Oh God, I don't think I'm famous. I think I'm popular.
You are popular, Kendra, and you are amazing. Thank you for what you're doing for everybody and just the community, the people.
Thank you.
Okay.
The community, like she Malcolm X, Kendra X.
Where can
the savior of the black community.
Real quick. Okay. I'm gonna put you right here.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay, we'll see you.
I'm so
Damn! I didn't expect that.
You don't have to turn around for the kids.
I didn't expect that.
Zeus and Aaron, your comments, please.
I didn't expect that. That's all I'm gonna say. They ain't got nothing to say. I didn't expect that.
What did you expect?
Not that. just not that. That's all. And I'm not saying there's women for every there's a woman for every, there's a man for every woman for every man. I believe that if you're really truly looking for somebody, and some of your standards may not be as high as they're supposed to be, but this right here, the problem here is, and I'll start first. I'll start first. The problem here I have is that you have no children. You have no children. You're out here looking for a relationship. I believe I'm one of those people. If you're on the dating scene, you should be at the optimum level or close to the optimum level of looking of being, optimizing yourself so that you have all the choices that are like, for example, if I'm fit and if I'm fit and I'm the basic model, don't have makeup on, don't have no wig on, don't have none of that on. Yeah. I'm a basic model, right? I should be the best basic model there is. I should be the best model that I am. So that means I need to be in shape, and I need to, hair need to be on point, teeth need to be on point. I should never be out here overweight, and I've never had any children. I've been alive on this planet 30 years, which she is on this planet 30 years. Why the realization never hit her that my best self is going to be to lose weight and to get the person that I actually truly want. Because if you 300 pounds, there's only a certain dynamic that's going to come over there. There's only a certain dynamic. It just is what it is. It's a certain dynamic. Not the ones that you really want if you weighed 120 pounds. So I want the ones that are 120. I want the ones that look at me at 120 pounds, not the ones who look at me and I'm 300 pounds. And she has no excuse to be on this planet. And she doesn't have any children. It ain't like she worked doubles. It ain't like she got a opulent lifestyle. Why you're not at the gym? You sitting in the car at the lake. Why ain't you walking around the lake? It's daylight. Why you ain't doing 2-3 rounds around the lake to lose weight, to try to lose weight? I'm just saying, I would be thinking that way if I didn't have any kids. That's what I'm saying. And I wanted to get a husband. I don't know. That's just my thought. Anybody else got any thoughts?
I'm going to defer the panel. It's a lot. I could really go crazy on this. I'm going to defer the panel to the elder gentleman.
Because it all starts with what you think you deserve. What you think you should deserve on this planet. Some people believe that in African countries, some other countries, that a big woman means wealth and riches. But that's not where we're at, is it? We're not in Africa where they believe being overweight and being big and is opulent. We're not there. So why are you here knowing that that you value something else here, but you want the same results as somebody who's thin? I don't see why that doesn't compute for some people, men and women, because I'm talking. Aaron, what you think?
I mean, my thoughts don't I do enough talking around these places?
You said what? What you say?
I'm working on something. I'm in a process of self growth and betterment. And sometimes it's realize you're a talkative one. You should, share the mic sometimes. So I'm exercising that now.
Right. Zeus, I know you got something to say.
I dated a girl who was chubby. I dated a girl who was an athlete. I dated a girl who was bigger. And I said, I never said to them, use a big bitch. I said to them, hey, I'm gonna start working out so I look better. Will you help me do that? Right. And I changed the way they ate. I changed the way they thought about putting a plan together. Boom. Right. And then they left when it got hot.
They left when they got hot?
Yep. Because it's a certain amount of fear, and you need a balance. You need to be humble. You always need to have the pictures of your before. And a lot of times they get caught up in the after and they think, oh, I've always been here. And then they get caught up in their own press where other people start telling them how, woo, 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 you look good, et cetera, et cetera. I think this lady was getting ready to drive her car into the lake and she got on Kendra G, and now Kendra G saved her life. That's the story Kendra gonna tell when she get on BET again.
When she get on BET. Triple, what you think?
Ooh, man. Man, the brother got to put on his lunch pail, got to bring his lunch pail and put on a hard hat for all of this. This is a lot. I'll say this. She looked like she bought, what, a good solid 18 or so?
And she's 5 foot, which makes it even more egregious because she's shorter than Kendra, so she's a little lady.
A little big girl.
So hold on before Lex get on fire.
Go ahead, man.
HQ, did you do a video about a street interviewer guy asking a woman about losing weight or about following a fitness plan? Okay, just checking. All right, go ahead, Lex.
I don't think so.
She said she's 5 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this
5 feet high, 5 feet wide, and 5 feet deep.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this woman would be pretty attractive if she dropped from an 18 to a size 10. She should, she should dedicate herself to working out. This woman should be, she's serious about dating. She should be in the gym 6 days a week. Her diet also needs to change tenfold. Right. Clearly, looking at what I'm looking at, she's eating too much.
Right.
And that's once the diets change, she start working out at least 4 times a week, she'll see a big difference. But she needs to work out. She ain't had no kids, and and I say this with all due respect, she's way too big.
Yeah. She's 5 foot. 5 foot.
Yeah, I done had some short girls before, but nothing that wide though.
I mean, here's the thing. It's not that difficult. You just add up all the calories that you use during the day, the biggest amount of calories that you would eat a day. Just for example, somebody like her would be probably eating like 4,000 calories a day. Just 4,000 calories. Just decide you're gonna eat 3,500 calories and see how that works. You only got to get rid of 10 things to start with. 10 are the things that you love to eat the most. That's what I tell people. Don't do nothing else. Continue to eat what you're eating, except the 10 things that you love the most. You love chocolate, no chocolate. You love bread, no bread. You love pop, no pop. You love cereal, no cereal. Just 10 things. You can eat anything else, but you can't eat them 10 things. And see how that diet works. Be very strategic with it. I ain't eating these 10 things. If you go to McDonald's and fries is your favorite thing, you can get a burger, but you can't get no fries. If fries is on the list. Go from there. Because most people are not going to want to stop themselves from eating X, Y, and Z. Right? And you have to understand, a lot of people are born in households where cereal, sugary shit is the norm.
Yeah, her people was probably big too.
Right.
So you probably come from that type of background.
Right. So I always tell people, look, don't diet. Don't do that. Just write 10 things on the refrigerator, 10 things on the dashboard in your car. You can't have these 10 things. You can have everything else. You can't have these 10 things. And you do that for 2 months and see how things change. Because I did it for smoking, because I used to smoke a long time ago when I was a kid. I used to smoke, right?
Okay.
And what I did was the most desperate time in which I wanted to smoke was when I was in the car. I decided put the cigarettes in the trunk. I put the cigarettes in the trunk. I decided that day I put the cigarettes in the trunk. Everywhere I went, I couldn't smoke in the car. But as soon as I got out of the car, from the car door to the store, I could smoke. But I couldn't smoke in the car. Then I went to my next desperate time in which I wanted to smoke. And that was in the middle of the night. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, want a cigarette. You know that in the middle of the night when it's quiet, it's cold, and it's, in the middle of the night. So I stopped doing it then. Next time was after dinner. Stop doing it then. And I looked up 3 months later and I wasn't smoking and I never smoked again. And that was about 15, 20 years ago. So it can be done. It's just it's just little incremental stops, because you ain't going to be able to stop eating food. You just have to make a diet plan and stick to that. 10 things you want to quit eating, and that's it.
Hey, Q, let me hear your top 3 things of advice you would give this girl if she was your daughter. Go ahead.
I would tell her to eat at a deficit, a caloric deficit. Like I said, put 5 things on the refrigerator. If you can't do 10, put 5 on there. 2, I would tell her to walk your living room. Walk your living room. Walk from one end of your house to the next. Do that 20 times in one day. You ain't got to do no more. Just walk 20 times from one end of your house to the next. That's it. Go 1, 2, 20 times. Then the next 2 months, do it 30 times. The next 2 months, do it 40 times. Incrementally, because human beings don't want to think of themselves as being on a diet. They don't want to think of themselves as fasting or being or exercising. They don't want to think of that. So you put them in a different frame. You put their brain in a different frame. Instead of saying you can't do X, Y, and Z, you got to do it. Yeah, and drink a lot and drink more. But most people are not going to fast. I fast because I'm used to doing that. The last time I ate was 12 o'clock. So it's 7 o'clock. So, I mean, but my body is used to doing that. My body is used to the calorie deficit like that. That's the way I stay in shape. But other people can't do that. That's not the discipline that they can do. Okay. So you do it incrementally. Something, okay, I can do that. I can write down 5 things and not eat those 5 things for a week. Try it for a week. Then try it for 2 weeks and see how it look. And then after a week, you don't get on the scale unless you get on the scale once a week. And then you see if you lose weight. If you lose weight, that's encouraging. Oh, I didn't diet that much. I didn't do that much. Let me see if I can do it another week. So that's what I would tell my daughters, or anybody who wanted to lose weight, or anybody who wanted to stop smoking, because I've done it. So I know it works that particular way. Walk one end of your house to the other 10, 20 times. That's it. No more, because you ain't doing no exercise. You just walking. Because most people got to walk from one end of their house anyway, right? Front door to the back door. Front door to the back door. Do it 20 times. That's it.
That's amazing, HQ. That is amazing. I appreciate you sharing that knowledge. I got one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Women like guys that are tall. We got that part, right?
Right.
Okay. So as men, we like to pick up our children. We also like to pick up our women.
Right.
She not there. She not there. We not picking it up. We not picking that up. We are not picking that up without an insurance policy. With that said, I'm in.
That's true. And if you think of it that way, if they think of it that way, then they would change. They would change. No, there's no reason for you to, if I had not had children, I had to concentrate. You have to concentrate on losing weight. Once you have children, it just is what it is. If you don't have children, your body will bounce back just like that. Usually it'll bounce back if you're disciplined enough to say, okay, I'm gonna cut out the chocolate, the fries, the pop, the bread, the rice, da. See, that's 5 things right there that you could cut out your diet and you probably would never miss it. But if it's something that you love, yes, you would miss it. But there's other things that you can eat, right? And lose weight without touching those 5 things. Most people don't have the discipline for it. So therefore, that's why we have a bigger, our community, Black people, are overweight, because we don't have the discipline for it. Okay. But you have to instill that discipline yourself. Nobody else is going to put it into you, but it can be done incrementally. I swear to God, I looked up and I wasn't smoking. I was like, shit, I used to smoke so much. gave it up, and it was done. I was done with it. And it's been a long time. It's been a long, and smoking around me don't bother.
I think that's a great share.
Right.
I think that's a great share. I think that these are hard conversations, and there's little golden nuggets of learning inside of that. And I think that's, to me, no matter how frustrated we all are with these conversations, I think that's the golden nugget in the conversation. I also think
we also have to say, just because she's overweight doesn't mean she doesn't deserve some things.
Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do it. We're not doing that. Edit that out of the film. When I see a big girl like that, and she wearing clothes that she shouldn't be wearing at her size, that also tells me she don't have friends. If I'm out with Lex, Aaron, Black America, Jay Tillman, they not gonna, hey man, my ankles hurt. As soon as I tell them that, they can be like, bro, you gotta get that weight off you. That's what they gonna say. It's gonna be harsh. Then what happens is Lex gonna come out and say, hey man, I'm gonna go for a walk every night. You wanna go with me twice a week? He gonna chip in. Black America gonna say, hey, did you get off your ass today and exercise? He gonna call me twice a day. Ain't none of them gonna be what I want to hear.
Right.
Jay Tillman gonna have on shoes 5 miles. Aaron gonna call me and say, hey man, I don't know what you're doing, but you should be walking. They all gonna check on me. That's how men pour. I believe in my head, women tell her, you're beautiful the way you are. And that's the faulty network we build.
Yeah, but I don't think it's
and don't get me wrong, if I don't do something, if go ahead, sorry.
No. I'm just saying I don't think we deliberately look at a person and say, you're beautiful the way you are. I don't think we do that. I believe it's more women. I don't think we deliberately look at you and say, you're beautiful. Just so I believe women look at women and say, you're fine. You look good just the way you are. Somebody is going to love you just the way you are. And women look at that and they take that because our self-esteem is not as high as we want it to be, because you have to be filled inside in order to not need that validation. So a lot of women are not filled inside. So they listen to that and they hear, okay, I'm beautiful the way that I am. Most women will say, you look good. You look good the way you are, girl. You don't need nothing. If he don't love me the way I am, then he don't need to love me. Then he ain't for me.
What's the difference between you look good the way you are and you're beautiful the way you are?
You're fine being a human being, and the other one is sort of telling her that she is on the same level as Lori Harvey or whatever. You're on the same level as these women. Not beautiful the way you are. That's a different thing from saying you're okay the way you are. You look good.
That's not what you said. You said you look good the way you are. That's not a.
When I say it, I mean, maybe women do say that. I say it because I'm trying not to hurt your self-esteem, or I'm trying not necessarily looking at your body and saying your body is beautiful. No, I'm looking at you and saying you're a good enough human being. So you're good enough the way you are, good enough being a human being. I mean, that's the way.
Yeah, but that like you did it. You identified it. You said one thing that doesn't mean what you intended to say because the fear of getting the feelings in the way. But you don't want to look like you didn't address. You know what I mean? It's what's needed to be said, which is, among human beings, you're a more rotund example.
We look at you. We understand that she's overweight. I see that she's overweight. So I wouldn't say, "Oh, girl, you're beautiful. You blah blah blah." I'd say you're good enough the way you look, because it is basically. Well, I guess it would be a form of lying. I guess it would be.
It's the same. It's just as damaging because it doesn't galvanize to change. Mm-hmm. It is saying there's no need to change. You are meeting the criteria if you're not exceeding it.
Right.
Both of them are damaging and incorrect.
Right.
Get your fat ass in the gym, put the fucking donut down.
Yeah, but women wouldn't say that. Women wouldn't say that. And I get it. I get saying that. I get completely saying that. Because I have looked at my daughters. They've had my two daughters had babies, and I looked at them and said, that you have to you have to give up food and whatnot. You have to give up certain things in order to get back into shape, right? So you need to get on top of that before you have the baby. You need to be on top of that, right? And my daughters be like, what? And yes, you need to be on top of that, right? So I will tell you, but I won't be mean about it. I'm just not. That's cruel. Just to be saying you a fat ass and get in the gym. That's just cruel for no reason. You can get the same effect if you say, hey, put 10 things that you're not going to eat on the refrigerator and follow through with that. That's better, because the shame and the humiliation is not something that I see when you do that. When you say get your fat ass in the gym, you see that shame and that humiliation. But if you say put 10 things on the refrigerator, I'm not seeing their shame and humiliation. So it's their own shame and humiliation that they have to face in that moment.
HQ.
Yeah.
If you're in a building and the building has mysteriously burst into flames, and there's some loved ones in this building with you, are you going to notify them in an amicable manner, or are you going to have a sense of urgency? You know what I mean?
The level of urgency. Yes.
Okay. Now, what if they're tarrying around, they're not taking you serious? You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's being, she thinks you're funny.
And I probably would be more aggressive. I'd probably be more aggressive with that. But people,
right. You'd start elevated, and then if they didn't listen,
I would escalate it. But it would also depend on what relationship I had with the person. It would also depend on what, it would be, I would be like, yeah, we got to get the fuck out. Well, of course. But, something like, and even if I'm related to them and I had to tell them, hey, you need to do X, Y, Z. I just come from a different angle at it. It may be just as effective, and it may not be effective if you see it that way, the way you see it, but it's effective from my personality. Most people would not look at me and think I would say, get the fuck out of there. You need to lose some weight, get your fat ass in the gym. Most people know I would not say that. Most people would be like, she's going to tell you X, Y, and Z, and she's going to give you some tools, hopefully give you some tools to actually do it, right? Instead of just saying, get your fat ass in the gym. I can see your shame when I say that. I don't want to see another person's shame, because it is a level of shame that you cannot control your body. It's a matter of controlling your body, right?
But you can control her body, and if you want to eliminate shame, then what better way than to put thine fat ass in the gym?
That makes them go in the corner more. That makes them hide more. A human being. When you try to shame a human being, they try to hide that behavior. 9 times out of 10, they're going to hide that behavior. They're not going to want to face that. See, people have to come to that realization themselves. Showing a person or shaming a person, it doesn't work, because they go hide in the corner, and then they do it in shame. And then it's even more of something that they do, because I know I'm doing it. I know it's uncontrollable to a certain extent, and I don't want anybody to know that I'm doing it. Why do you think women don't tell you what their body counts are? What there's just certain things. The shame is just too much to be out there. And so you got to give them somewhere where they can take the nuggets that you give them. Take the nuggets that you give them, and they can go in the corner and they can look at it. They can look at what you told them and then be like, oh, okay. Okay, let me, okay. But if you say, get your fat ass in the gym, and they don't have anywhere to hide. Their shame is right there. You put it right there in the forefront. So now I gotta go and hide it. Right. And I'd prefer that you take the words that I give you and go into the corner and contemplate rather than run.
Triple Force Zeus was here. There you go, gentlemen. There's the footage right there. Flip it, screenshot it, pre-record it. But mission accomplished. We got her. Today, women don't do well with accepting the truth need to be dealt with kid gloves.
Yeah, but
no, she
I
laid
think
it out
it's
for
most
us.
human beings. I think it's most human beings that most human beings don't like to be shamed or put on the spot. Most human beings don't.
No, it's not about liking it.
Mhm.
It's about responding to it.
I've
No one.
never seen one person respond to shame positively.
Oh, you were never in the military or played for a sports team or anything like that?
No.
Shame coming from a loved one or someone that is invested in your best interest as you are is different from shame coming from a stranger or an enemy or someone who is in competition. It should be treated accordingly. You think those coaches on the sideline that are yelling out onto the field are yelling sweet nothings? No.
But
they're insulting those dudes.
That's something that you signed up for. There's a difference. You signed up for that. You signed up to be put on the spot, to be made to be better. But the personal choices that they make across their body, you don't sign up for anybody telling you X, Y, and Z about your body. Most people don't.
Friendship. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's called friendship.
It's called what?
Friendship.
Friendship?
You sign up to be my friend, accountability, and you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna look. I'm headed places in life, and I'm not taking no dead weight with me. I'm not taking no stragglers with me. I'm not no unauthorized stowaways, none of that. So if you can say we're friends, then you signed up for this, as did I. Nobody's perfect. We'll all get caught slipping. We have each other's six. And when you catch me slipping on mine, hey son, you dropped the ball much? Oh, yeah, my bad. You're right. I was tripping. Put it together.
That's how you men respond.
He just said it. Who was it? Zeus or Lex? One of them was the same thing.
And I'm saying women don't respond that way. Women have to go they have to go to that realization. They have to come to that realization. You can tell them, but then they will go into the corner and look at it and mull it over and then say, yeah, you're right. But on the spot, I don't think it works.
Oh, you trying to clean it up now. No, that's not how that happens. First of all, you got to go in there with sugar on top before you give it to them, and then pray to the rain gods with offense that she does not take this as an attack. And if she does decide to agree,
right,
and just galvanize to make the change, the narrative is going to be that it was her idea. It's not that she's going to take it into a room, pontificate, mull over it for a little while, come out and say, all right, we deliberated, made a decision. That's not how it's going to be. Who the fuck you talking to?
4 words. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Well, because what it does is it becomes the reason why men lying to women is oftentimes touted as a necessity. Because we don't have a choice. Tell me the truth. I can handle it. All right, tell you the truth. That's offensive. Wait a minute, but it's true. Is it fact? Yes. But it's not what you say, it's the way you say it. Oh, so you want me to fool you when telling the truth. And then that runs out of steam.
That's the way women work, though.
Oh, I know.
So we
and
can't.
I'm glad you do.
Huh? We can't change the way women work. I understand you want to be brutal. I understand that men want to be brutal in their honesty, brutal in their approach when they talk to women, but you can't, because this is most women's MO. What I'm saying is most women's MO. Most women don't want that blunt force trauma. They don't want that because they don't respond well. So I'm saying, as these kind of creatures, we don't respond. I mean, we're an emotional creature, of course. The whole point is to understand that emotional creature. The whole point is to understand the man as him being the way he is kind of creature. So I'm saying, why do men fight against the way women are? Well, she don't want me to tell her the truth. Of course not. Of course she don't want you to tell her that she's a big fat bitch Of course not. So if you know that's not how she wants to receive it, why wouldn't you do something else besides putting it that way?
Well, it's not men that are fighting against women's nature. It's women that are fighting against men's only option they're left with when dealing with a woman's nature, and it's to lie in many cases. And lie. Okay, you want us to. No, we don't. We want the truth. Okay, tell the truth. Cue the tears. You know what I mean? Even when you, like I said, even when you sugarcoat it, that's nobody's shoe-in or guarantee. Sugarcoating it, sometimes, if it does work, you fool me. And chances are it may not even work because it's like condescending.
Here's the thing. So can we agree that saying "shut the fuck up" or "could you be quiet for a minute" are two different things?
No. It's the same exact thing when a woman has something to say.
Right. So why do you all want to use the "shut the fuck up" instead of "can you be quiet"?
Well, because we tried "Can You Be Quiet" and it doesn't work, and then we've lied and I got complaints about that. So the "shut the fuck up's the only thing we haven't tried.
Well, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Triple, what do you think? Oh no. I'm just saying.
I think you gotta if you listen and you down with the plan on rip, we won't have to take it there. You know? Like, we want to be respectful. We approach it from a position of respect. But
right.
No man starts out with "shut the fuck up." You know? Like, when you see a guy talking like that, that's a woman that's probably put up a fight. You know? And now it got to the point where the guy's annoyed and now he's acting out. But he got to act out because she didn't act out. So if I don't say anything, then the respect can't really be there like that. You know, respect, you got to remember, HQ, respect is to a man what attention is to a woman. Okay? Keep that in mind. We know how important y'all intention is, you know? So, yep, it's the same.
It's wild. Let's go.
Is that? I think that's a water sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I know a lot about zodiacs, but I don't know a lot about Pisces. But I think no, they say Cancer is the emotional sign.
I feel like a Pisces is an emotional sign. A Cancer is. I think we could all be emotional signs at a point of time in life.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
True. Yeah, you are. They are all of them, right? Okay. And last question: why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I am a God-fearing woman. I feel like I was made from someone's rib. I just don't know where they are, and they don't know where I am.
Okay.
I'm a loving woman. I love children. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to be a nurturer. And I feel like what takes a good woman is to also be a good nurturer. I also do know how to get to the money if I need to. I might not be the richest. I might have $0 in my pocket, but I'm gonna go to work. And just like all around, like I'm a good person. And I feel like people do recognize that and see that, like not to toot my own horn or be corny, but at my job, I was awarded from all the teachers of being the ray of sunshine at my job. So I feel like that's just who I am. I am a ray of sunshine, even when, you know, clouds get a little cloudy sometimes.
Okay. Well, let's do it. You definitely have a great personality. What I love about you.
Yeah, she got a great personality. She has an amazing personality. I'm pretty sure she has to be a certain type in order to be a teacher, right? So you got to be a certain type to be a teacher. But the thing is, you still lack in the other areas, other department. It's like a lack of self-awareness, lack of awareness, okay? That you're not doing X, Y, and Z. You don't have any kids. You're not doing it. I mean, what is you expecting? But then, you know, see, here's the thing, and a lot of men messed up. I like big butts and a big chest. And then women went so far left with that. They went so far left. Oh, they like big women. They like, you know what? I used to tell my daughters, no, they don't. They don't like no big women. I don't know where y'all get that from. Oh, my daughter, when you know, oh man, yeah, I know they like my butt. I don't know where you get that they like their butt. I don't know where you get they like to be for you to be out of shape. Don't ever get out of shape. Men like shape, but they don't like no big butts that are out of shape. This right here is out of shape. And I think men went too far when they said, oh, I like a big girl. I like a big girl. And I get it. Some people like big girls, but not all people. And it shouldn't be the multitude of it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a whole bunch of women this big. It shouldn't be a bunch of women this big. That's all.
Is that, listen, it takes a lot of courage to come on my show. And I feel like, so you already show that you have courage there, right? To come on the show. And I love that you're self-aware. And we're just we're all trying to become better. You know, we're all just trying to become better than we was yesterday. Mm-hmm. I know everybody's perfect online, child. You watch the internet, everybody perfect, child.
Everybody perfect until they not.
Well, the truth is nobody's perfect. Mm-hmm. It's just the perfect picture. Like, just think about this. I always say, if you see me post a picture of myself, just know there was 300 more that didn't make it. I just posted the best picture.
Right.
And so when we have that going on, so I'm proud of you for being self-aware and trying to become the best woman that you can become.
Thank you.
Yeah,
she's not self-aware. I posit she ain't self-aware. What do you think, Triple?
No, she's not self-aware. And most importantly, she don't have anybody else to be honest with her. You know, she don't have any real friends, family, or close associates to say, "Hey, baby, you're a cute girl. You need to get down to a size 10."
Right.
You know. Yep. You need to get down to a size 10. If she gets down to a size 10, her dating options are gonna change overnight.
Right. Right.
Yep. It'd be like somebody flipped the switch on in a dark room, and now it's light all of a sudden.
Right, right.
Yep.
But she's a short woman. That's the problem. She's
a woman. Yeah. Because as it is now, this is just fun for like burly nug-nugs, older guys, and like I met a chick like this. She was like just like this. I was just out kicking it one day, and we just was chopping it up, just conversation. Right. And she was like, "I usually date older guys, much older than me," and I was thinking to myself, "Yeah, I know why." You know, like an older guy. Like, how old did she say she was?
She's 30.
Yeah, like a guy that's like 50, he'll fool with it.
Right.
Yeah, 50-year-old, 55-year-old guy, he'll definitely fool with it.
But no, will pick at you with that.
You said what?
Black
Not all 50. Let me be clear. Not all 50-year-old guys will fool with this.
Right.
You know, but it's a fair amount that will, you know, to be real. So I'm not just trying to dump that all off on every 50-year-old guy, but a lot more will than 30-year-old guys that's her age.
Only Nug gonna go over there. Nug gonna go over there.
Nug is gonna get it. Nug gonna get it. He gonna get that cuticata.
And that's the thing. She needs to lose that weight before she get in touch with Nug, because Nug gonna fill it full of babies.
Hey, she still ain't in a bad position. She's only 30. Like if she took a year and got herself together, she'd be 31. And like she's still childbearing years.
Yeah.
She could get with a guy in another year or two, and she could really go ahead and blast off for the rest of her life. But she got to do that, because what she can get now versus being a size 10 is night and day.
Right.
Yep.
And she's a nice person, and she has a nice personality.
The personality is cool.
Right.
I mean, she's goofy, but I would take that rather than being a bitch.
Right. Yeah. And here's the thing. Kendra don't push back on these type women. She don't push back on none of these women. Nope. She used to. I used to hear her say something about lose a little weight. I used to hear her say that, but she don't say that no more.
She probably got some bad criticism about it. She backed off. Unlike Ashley stand on it.
Right.
See,
you can look at Ashley and say see that she because Ashley used to be fat too. So Ashley used to be fat, and then she lost the weight. So you can look at Ashley and say, okay, there's the discipline right there. She's standing on exactly what she's saying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and she's mostly with the physical. But see, here's the thing. It don't sometimes see the problem is this. This is the problem. There are imperfect people who get married. There are heavy-set people who get married. There are heavy-set people who get good results. Those are the people that make these other people, the other 90% of us, think that we can get that Prince Charming and we be size 50.
Yeah. And see, right. And that's a good, excellent point. See, the thing is that just because somebody else has done it, don't mean you'll be able to. Excuse me. The reality of the situation is the thinner she is, the more options she's going to have. Just because another size 18 or 20 was able to get a decent guy doesn't mean you will at size 18.
Right.
That's just what it is.
And this is what messes up. This is why the dating pool is so scattered and so weird.
Yeah.
I'm not going to push. I'm just going to give you a curse. I'm just going to give you a little skim over. Take 10 things off your want list. Take 10 things off the list that you eat and keep it pushing. Because I can never say that you can't get caught by the man that you want if you lose weight. Because I can never say that. You can never be on. Your options will be better that come to you.
Yeah, because a lot of it still has to do with your looks too. So that's true. But what I'm looking at definitely ain't bad. And I think it's got potential. So if she did get down to that size, I think she could make some noise out there.
Right.
For sure. I'll say this too. Oh, yeah. Shout out Project Leroy. Homosexuals are fool with it too. He right when he said that. Right. They'll definitely mess with it. The guys that ain't got much or nothing, they'll definitely mess with this.
Right. And she still got time because she's still within the range that most men who hit the age of 40, they hit the age of 40, then they turning back and they looking at the women. She still got a year, 6 months to pull it in, right?
Oh yeah. Like I just said, her age is still good. If she got herself together in a year and she was down to size 10, she'd only be 31.
Right.
So, for a guy that's in his 40s that ain't got nothing serious, that'd be a prime pick for him. 10 years younger, she ain't got no kids. The personality is cool. How far does she want to push it? Can she get down to a size 8?
Right.
If
he meets her on her weight journey and he really don't want to get with her, he can be standing there. He can be an orbiter standing around waiting till she do what she got to do and then be like, oh, okay, let me move in.
But I say this too. She ain't got a whole lot of time left for prime picking. It has to happen very soon because even if she did that, she still have to probably be with a guy at least a couple years before he like, okay, I want to wife it. In most cases. Then she'll be 33. Right. So she got to get this done now. I agree with Project Leroy. Her time is running out.
Her time is running out for
childbearing.
I gotta push. I have to push back on that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, of course. She's got time.
How much time you think she got?
She may have 4 or 5 years, and she may have 4 or 5 years.
Right.
I was gonna say like,
but also you have to keep in mind, HQ, if we're doing it the traditional way, you have to add 2 years onto the fact of when this guy get with her.
So I'm giving her 1 year to lose it. 2 years to pull it together with another dude, be solid. Yeah. And then I'm giving her another year to be engaged. So I'm giving her 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. If she get it done by 35, that's right at the edge. But
because she can do
it. That ain't gonna work.
Why you say?
That'll kill her because there's no room for the recovering from like a backslide or because that's the sense of urgency has to be there
Right.
But so too does the belief that it's possible, and that has to carry through the entire operation. That can't waver, because then that's where things get worse. The shutdown, I told you so, this wasn't going to work. Now we're in a well of woe is me. Now we really are up shit's creek. No boat, and the paddle went downstream too. I think give her a couple of years, slow and steady wins the race. I'd rather you eat 1 year into geriatric pregnancy than rush 1 year and figure out, you know what I mean, that this ain't for you, or you get that in your head and you're done. Slow and easy. Take it easy. Not a rush. I mean, we're not, look, you ain't 16, right? Your mission is in front of you, but measure twice, but once. You know what I mean? And with finding a man, you can weave him in to the process of self-improvement. You don't have to work out for 2 years, meet your goal weight. Now you start looking for men. Why can't 6 months into it, you know, in your travels, you meet a guy, you get to know him, he sees you on this journey.
Right.
Maybe he's on a journey of himself. Maybe not. Who knows? Don't know where you meet him. But you don't avoid those kinds of interactions, opportunities, and blessings because you're so focused on the task at hand. You know what I mean? And don't go into it thinking, I can't do this until this is complete. No, you can absolutely do that when you're at a position where you can sell what you're doing. You don't have to be finished. You can use it to you can leverage it. Hey man, I'm on a turnaround thing, and you know what? That's noble. That's admirable that you're on this journey, this path. I would like to see where you take it. I'm going to stick around for a while. Matter of fact, I'm going to be a support system because for the last 6 months I've known you. You've been really doing what you say you was doing. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Work smarter, not hard.
Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead. My bad.
No, that's it. That's all. I was just saying smarter, not harder. That's all.
I got you. Yeah, I was going to say too, HQ. One thing to remember too, I look at it and I see where Project Leroy is coming from too. Like when we say the time is slipping, we mean at like the top level. You know what I'm saying? Like once she get to 35, that's not saying she can never have a kid or she can't get a dude. But that is kind of like in a slightly different category from like a woman that's in her late 20s or early 30s. You know what I'm saying? The appeal is slightly different, you know? So for a lot of guys, like for where she's at now, if she got down to that 10 right now, she's 31, a guy looking for a woman in her late 20s, early 30s, she right on the money, you know? So for us, it will have to be sooner than later, but I'm sure even at that age, if she loses the weight, she still will have some appeal. It'll still be interesting guys, but I'm just saying. You muted, baby. You muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a question.
Go ahead.
The question is, he says, they said in the chat, a man will double back for sex.
Yeah.
Okay. Double back for sex. So why is it so offensive? I wonder, why is it so offensive when a man says he initially only wanted sex with a person? Because most people end up in relationships, even though that starts out being just sex. A lot of people end up in relationships from a sexual relationship.
Yeah.
So why is that so offensive to people when that's initially what drives a man to be attracted or to be in your
Hey, here's the question. Here's the thing, HQ. That question should be only for women, because no man would be offended by that.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just looking at it now and thinking out loud, why would that be? I understand I understand the offensive nature where he only want me for my body, but they only want you for your body anyway from the beginning.
Right. And it goes both ways, because if I don't meet HQ's looks requirement, she ain't going out with me.
Right. And
I could be a cool guy. I could be smart. Yeah.
and I may just be interested in sex too. So
Right.
yeah, we're coming to the same situation. We're coming
Right.
to the same thing on the same level. I'm looking for sex. You're looking for sex, but maybe you got an opportunity to have a relationship, and maybe I might show you something other than that. A lot of people say, well, you come into a relationship and you only want sex, and I ain't looking for nothing else. Yes, to a certain
Right.
type of woman,
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
certain type of woman. But
Yeah.
the whole point is, if you're a certain type of woman and you're attracted to that woman, she may be all the things that you want, but you're not interested in being in a relationship yet. But you're not willing to say bye-bye to the woman, but you want to be around her to figure it out.
That's a good exactly. That's a great question to ask some women, you know, HQ. Because
I mean,
no men got no pushback for
I
that.
know, right? So I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why would
Never
they be
before in the
offended?
history of the universe has a man say, "Oh, I feel so used." Like you wanting to give me that good, warm, hot kudakata.
And I'm gonna be mad at that. So
Yeah, and I'm such a sexy man that you want to do that, right?
But see, here's the thing: men may say this is why women think men lie, because men it's not a matter of lie. Some men do. Let's not get it wrong, but most want to be in your orbit enough to see if they want to be around you longer than just for sex, and they will figure that out. But most men are not initially going to deal with a woman, but most men are going to see a good woman. Most men will see a good woman and say, she is a decent woman. She is a nice woman, and then act accordingly. Okay. It's just when you get the nugs out there that I don't care. I hit her, I hit your sister, I hit your mama, I hit all that. We run into a lot. Women run into a lot of them because they just be trying to hunch.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I had to ask the women, why is that offensive? Why I understand why it's to a certain extent,
right.
but if you think it through.
HQ, ask them this too. If they say, hey, you know, I don't want to be just a piece of meat. I'm more than just, you know, somebody's body or whatever. Say, hey, well, let me ask you this. Since we speaking about being shallow, if the guy don't meet your looks requirement, are you going out with him? Right. That's the counterpoint to that question.
And how do you know you want a long-term relationship with someone unless you're around them a little bit more, unless you get around them a little bit? You wouldn't be entertaining him unless you were attracted to him anyway. So the whole point is you're attracted to him too. I get where that thing is. Well, why are you giving him sex? That kind of thing. See, I'm not run by rules from society. I'm run by my moral values and things I think. So if I'm lucky enough to where, or if I'm feeling in the mood to where I want to have sex with a person on the first date, I would. I've never done it, but I've never looked at the person and said, "Oh, I ain't finna do that," or "I'm not," you know. I don't look at it that way. I look at it how I feel at that particular moment, because I don't tell people body count. I don't worry about body count.
What's that body count, HQ?
Over 40.
You said 40.
Over 40.
I think your body count is 2.
That's
the only thing I know.
One.
You're married. I know you. I think you said you had some kids before, so 2. That's your body count.
1, and I'm sticking
to.
Oh,
it's only 1. I got you. Okay. Yeah.
I
know it's under 3 though. It's under 3. Hey, but on a more serious note, HQ, yeah, you know, that's a great question. I don't know.
So it's a question that I ask the lady. I'm gonna ask the ladies. Because why would you be upset about that? I don't understand. You know the deal up front. If you know the deal up front, you have the right. You have the decision as to whether you're gonna sleep with that person, and then don't sleep with them no more, or you don't have you have the decision to not sleep with them at all. But you can't be mad at a man if he tells you up front. But then are men up front? That's the question.
Unfortunately, many aren't, because they're not used to getting something. When a man is normally used to getting something, then he can say, hey, he can properly assess the situation early on and say, hey, baby girl, I ain't really looking for nothing serious, but hey, I like to have fun. I like to get out there and I like to enjoy myself.
Right.
He can break it down like that. Or if he deems this chick to be something serious, he can just let it ride and see where it goes.
Right. Right.
Yep.
So,
but
yeah.
But he got to be confident enough to do that and secure enough with other women.
Right. Then let's finish her out.
Yeah.
Kendra, I'm so happy you chose me today.
Did you? And don't wear no more bonnets out of the house.
No more bonnets. And it is a little muggy outside, so I was trying to protect my hair. I just got, so it's a little bit. But no more bonnets. I got to get dressed fully. And I normally do, but you know how when you get in the funk and like you get in your head and emotion.
She's kind of depressed. She's kind of feeling upset, not herself. Okay.
It was one of those days for me, and I can't say like this moment with you kind of like snapped me out of like all the things that I was going through to just be present in the moment. So God is working today, whether it was just a live chat or whatever, Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God's working every day. I always feel like everybody that gets through.
Hold on. Let me jump in right quick, HQ.
What?
You're talking about God. And what was she telling the other day about she wouldn't tell Jesus? Like,
I don't know.
You talking crazy. Go ahead.
I heard her say something crazy the other day, and I was like,
we was on the panel. I was shocked by that.
I don't know what the hell Kendra was saying. What are you saying? Are you saying?
She said she would deny knowing her ex, acknowledging her ex's existence, even if Jesus asked, "Is this your ex?" She said, "I would say to Jesus, I do not know that man."
Wow, as if he don't know.
Right. Just a wild statement she made. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Kendra just be wow, something.
People do be getting through too, but for the most part, it's always God ordained. So listen, let's do it. Rihanna, are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I'm not.
Okay, you got to download the dating app. Let me show it to you. You got to download the dating app. You go to your Apple store. You have an iPhone or an Android phone?
I have a Apple.
Okay, so you go to App Store and you'll type in, and the show's going to be going to the app soon. So y'all really better download the app and set up your profile now. All right, so here it is. Kendra G.
Hey, folks, gonna run. Take care. Sorry, got to split early.
All right, that's okay. It's okay.
All right.
You look so good.
All right.
Huh?
So what do you think? What do you think, Triple? Cause I got to eat, so I'm definitely gonna be leaving soon. But my whole point is this: young lady is already upset. She's already upset because she's not getting the results that she wants, and she should know. And people should be telling. I mean, don't you got a mom and a dad? See, I always tell people, look at your life, and see what results are going on in your life. If the results are how you want them to be, then keep doing that. But if the results are not how you want them to be, then you need to change your program. Your program is fucked up. My brother used to tell me, my deceased brother used to say that to me. Look at the program. Look at your program of your life. If the program in your life is not working, change your program. And if you can't change your program, alter it a little bit. Because everybody can adjust their program. Everybody can adjust their life to better result. If you know you need to lose weight, put 10 things on the list. 10. And then don't eat those 10. Don't eat 5. Start with 5. Eat the 5. Start with walking back and forth from front door to back door 10 times. Just do it in small incremental things. That way, when you come in the door from work, you're going to do that walk.
Yeah.
When you come in the door from work, I did, and you wake up in the morning, you didn't eat those 10 things.
Right.
So I'm saying just incrementally. I'm not telling her, girl, you look so damn good.
Yeah.
I ain't never saying that to no woman. You look so damn good. I say there's things that you can change in your world. I would say it differently for my children, because my children are my children. Of course, I'd say, fuck are you doing? Get your fat ass in the gym. Get your ass in the gym. Men don't like big ass girls. You're beautiful girls, lose the fucking weight. Of course, I'd say that to my kids, but I wouldn't say that to a stranger because a stranger, you never know how a stranger's feelings are. She might take me for real, and then be upset, really, really upset. And I don't want to upset another human being. I want you to take the information, and take it into a corner and look at it and just mold it and run it around, right?
Yeah.
So I would never do that to another human, but I would say X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
And this young lady said she was kind of depressed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What you think? Triple?
Yeah. You know, this girl, man, she got more issues than ESPN, that magazine, man. There's too much going on with this girl.
Right.
She needs the gym. She just needs discipline.
Yeah, you need this. You need the discipline. She needs the.
She needs direction. She seems like she don't have any man in her life like that.
Right.
Yeah, be asking some of these girls, man, even that had dads. I be asking stuff, and they be, man,
right.
They don't know. Like I was looking at a girl's car oil the other day. There was no oil in the car. The car engine loud. I'm like, there's no oil in this car. I'm like, pull over. I look under the hood. She come to the house. I pull a dipstick. I'm like, there's no oil in this car. I put oil in it. Yeah, I'm like, a lot of them just be lost, man. But they ego keeps them lost. So guys that would have messed with them won't mess with them. They just fall back and say, hey, I'll let you go on ahead and fall off the cliff.
That's wild. I mean, I know to do that. I know to at least look at my life and look at certain things and say, is that working? Is this not working? How is this working? How is this? Because I do a lot. I try to fix how I move in the houses.
Yeah.
I move in the houses and then I fix them up and then that's right. So I do that a lot. And so, I look at that. I can look at a landscape, look at a person. I'm really good at looking at a person, looking at things and saying, you need to do X, Y, and Z. Like if you tell me how to be a doctor, if you say I want to be a doctor, I can tell you how to be a doctor quicker than the normal route. I know how to figure that stuff out.
No, I get that.
So when I said take 10 things off the table that you eat, when I said walk from the back door to the front door, do it 10 times or 20 times, I learned to expedite stuff. Instead of going the long way, you can go the short way, or you can do it this way, and you still have the same effects. Because I made up that plan. I've gotten a lot of people to stop smoking by doing the way I did it, to doing it the way that I did it. The most damaging time in which you smoke, to the next damaging time in which you smoke, to the next damaging time, which is the same as taking 10 things off the table that you eat, then take another 10 things off the table. It's the same thing. It's just a different, strategy. Right? So people just got to learn how to do strategies. This young lady just got to learn how to do strategies, lose the weight. It's not that difficult because you don't have anybody to do it. You could have a whole setup in her kitchen. And she's a teacher, so she makes decent money. She can live off X, Y, and Z. I don't know. I wish, teachers don't make no damn money, but still, I don't know.
Right? No, I got you.
But she can do that. You just take 10 things off at a time, 5 things off at a time. That's it. No bread, no rice, no sugar, no Kool-Aid,
no bread, no water, just meat.
Right.
Hey, HQ, did you get those links that I sent you?
Yeah, and I did a video on
I seen that one you did on the one crazy girl that was playing game. You see what I'm talking about? Right. Now, did you see the other links I sent after that?
I ain't had a chance.
Yeah, I sent some more links. The girl I sent on the next link was even crazier.
Okay, I'm gonna look at them. If you send me stuff like that, if anybody can want to send me stuff like that, send me stuff that they want to do a reaction to. Send me stuff you want me to do a reaction to. Send it to me at the email tdslf1@gmail.com. Send me if you want me to do it. I'll check the email and then I'll do a reaction to it. Oh, I love doing reaction to that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, shit, hell yeah, I do that. The girl was crazy. That was nuts.
That girl, hey, the one I sent you.
The next one, you mean?
The next one I sent you, man.
Oh,
That girl's out to lunch.
I'm finna definitely look that over. I'll look it over tonight, and then see what I can do. But give me your final thoughts, because I gotta go eat. Y'all know that.
Yeah. I gotta go too. Fantastic panel. Enjoyed myself as always. I'll see you next time. Shout out to everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You all hit the notification so you'll be notified. Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. Here, let me put it here. tdslf1@gmail.com. Okay, right there. You guys, Gmail. Oh shit, it's misspelled Gmail. But you know what I mean. Gmail. tdslf1. It's all small caps, all small letters for my 5 children. That's their name. That's the first letter of their name. All 5 of my kids. So that's my email. If you want me to react to something, just put it in that email, and then I will react to it. Make sure your notifications are on. Please share the stream. Please hit the like button. Do all of that. I will see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being on the panel. Thank you.
Hey, HQ.
Yeah.
Before you when you're in the live, stay up for a second. I want to ask you something.
Oh, okay.
In the live first, though.